Okay, this is 11.4. Go ahead and do the warm-ups, pause the video, and then check your answers. Okay, 7 over 56. 7 over 56 is not 8. It is... Okay. There we go. Because see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's on top, 3 x's on bottom. When you have the same on top and bottom, it turns into 1. Gone, gone, gone. That only leaves me 2 x's. What is that? 6. There you go. That's your answer. Negative 5x is greater than or equal to negative 25. X is less than or equal to, oops, positive 5. Okay. I don't know what to tell you about adding fractions. That's something you should have learned probably 5th grade. But in order to add fractions, the denominator, that's the bottom number. I love how quickly you guys start writing. As soon as you're supposed to, get her done, fill her in. You love filling in notes. You won't put it in here permanently, but you love filling in notes. It's hilarious. Watch. Watch this. The denominator, which is the bottom number, has to be the same. Y'all wrote the denominator in, and none of you know what the denominator means. I mean, I just told you bottom number, but when you go to study for the test, you won't know it. So maybe you want to write, that. Now watch, ready? There y'all go. Add the numbers on top and carry the bottom. What does that mean? Well, that means the bottom stays the same. Okay? So, 2/3 plus 5/8. I cannot add 2/3 and 5/8 together because the denominators, the bottom numbers, are not the same. I have to make them the same. The easiest way to do that is to take the bottom number from the other fraction and multiply the top and bottom by it. Now you're going to have the same. So here you're going to get 16 over 24 plus 15 over 24. Now, if I change the bottoms to be the same, I don't add the bottoms. I keep them the same. That's what it means by carry the bottom. So this equals, what's 16 plus 15? 31 over 24. And then I see if I can reduce that. I can't, because 31 is prime. That's how I add fractions. So when I come to the next page, which is our lesson, I'm adding fractions. That's all I'm doing. Are my bottoms the same? Does my bottom number the same on both fractions? So what's my bottom number going to be? Yep. Now we go back to 11.1. 4x squared, 2x squared. They're both x squareds. So we can add those numbers. Negative 7x, positive 3x. They're both x's. We can add those numbers. Positive 5 minus 18. Now, here's what I need you to understand. How many x squareds do I have right here? How many x squareds do I have right here? Huh? 1? I have 1 x squared? Well, this is what 1 x squared looks like. That's what 1 x squared looks like. How many x squareds do I have right here? I have 4 of them. How many x squareds do I have right here? I have 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. How many x squareds do I have total? I have 6 x squareds total. Now, technically, you could write this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd have to put a plus sign here. You could write that. But I'm not in 2nd grade. And you have to start realizing that there are 4 x squareds here and there are 2 x squareds here. They combine to give me 6 x squareds. So, kids, how many x's do I have in the first fraction? How many x's do I have in this first fraction? Right here. How many x's do I have? 1. Are you kidding me? 1? I have negative 7 x's there. How many x's do I have right here?
3.
Yes, I have 3. So this is what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is the same thing as negative 7x. And I have 1, 2, 3. Positives and negatives are opposites. They cancel each other out, don't they? Negative x plus x gives you 0 x's. These cancel out. How many x's do I have left, kids? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're negative, so I have negative 4 x's left. Somewhere along the line in elementary school, you never made that connection. How many, these are 1s. How many 1s do I have right here? I have 5 1s. How many 1s do I have here? Negative 18. What's 5 minus 18? Negative 13. That's my answer. Maybe I need to have you write this out every single time, just like this. Okay, here we go. What's my bottom number, kids? What number goes on bottom? 7? 7x. So you're telling me that x plus 7 equals 7 times x. Does 3 plus 2 equal 3 times 2? No! So why does x plus 7 equal 7x? I don't know how else to say this, but your numbers on bottom have to be the same. Are they the same?
Yeah.
What do you mean no? Who said no? They are. Are your x plus 7, x plus 7. Do you guys never watch Sesame Street? Some of these things are just like each other. One of these things is not the same. And you got to find out what's different. So you tell me what's different about my bottom numbers. Nothing. So what do I put on the bottom? Parentheses, x plus 7 parentheses. It stays the same. Oh, boy. Okay. I have an x squared right here. Is there any other x squared in the other fraction? No. So I'm just going to stay with 6x squared. I put it first because you have to have the highest exponent first. So this is done now. Okay. How many x's do I have right here, kids? How many x's do I have right there? 1. How many x's do I have right there? -4. Yes. They're both x's. I can combine letters that are exactly the same. So, according to you, I have one x here, and I have 2, 3, negative 4 x's there. Correct? This is a positive x. Positive x cancels out one negative x. How many x's do I have left? Negative 3x. I have 5 here, 3 here. That gives me 8. I struggle to understand how you have difficulties with this. Oh boy. Somebody help a brother out. Are my bottoms the same? So what number do I put in my answer on bottom? 12. Very good. It's the letters that confuse you guys. Yeah. X plus 7 is not 7x. So, let's go through this. This is what I would recommend you do first. You see that negative sign? You see this negative sign? Let's deal with that first. Because if you say to yourself, oh, there's no x squareds, and write 5x squared right here, you just wrote the wrong answer. Because this is negative 1 times that. Right? Right? Yes. Yes. So, I have to distribute my negative 1. This is what I'm technically doing. Negative 1 times here, times here, times here. But you know what? I'm not in the 3rd grade anymore. I can kind of do this in my head. I kind of know a shortcut is anytime you have a negative in front of a number, change it to a positive and then change all of your signs to the right of that negative. So now I'm adding. In my first fraction, do I have any x squareds? Nope. So this stays negative 5x squared. I can't stress enough to you that on the test, if you wrote 5x squared here and didn't have the negative sign in front of it, it's wrong. Yes, I'm waiting. Let me pause the video. Okay, so here, how many x's do I have right here, kids? How many x's do I have right there? 7. How many x's do I have right here? Negative 8. What's 7 minus 8? Negative 1 what? Yep. How many 1s do I have right there? How many 1s do I have right here? What's negative 2 minus 19? That's your answer. So guys, you got to understand that negative 2 is negative 1, negative 1. That's negative 2. Negative 19 is really negative 1. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay? So how many negative 1s do I have total? Negative 21. Okay, that's the lesson. If you have any questions, please feel free to come in and ask. Have a great day. Oh, boy.